All right, so we're just doing an example of what Chi Sao is for beginners. There's a lot more to Chi Sao than what I can show right now. But just in the beginning, I want you to think of receiving a ball and passing the ball. Receiving the ball here. Passing the ball here. Again, there's a lot more to this. This is just for beginners. Receiving the ball and passing the ball. Okay? So as Mark does it, he's going to receive the ball. This represents the Bong. And then he's passing the ball into the other person. So there's a leader and a follower at all times. It's not just a random stuff that you see a lot of people do. Now, as we go together on this, he's going to start receiving the ball. I'm going to start in the passing role. So I'm going to come underneath here in a tan, and I'm going to come over top in a fuk, passing the ball. He's receiving, and his other hand is on top here. So from here, now you go ahead and he passes me the ball. Good. Okay? He's trying to keep his elbows in. He's trying to pass straight to my center. Then I go and pass to him. Okay? He goes and passes to me. All right? So this is just the beginning exercises. Keep your elbows in with the exception of the Bong. The Bong, elbow out and forward as much as you can. He passes me the ball, I receive it. At all times, my elbows are in between his energy and mine. It's going to his center, but I'm also using my elbows to protect me from what he could possibly do. So the elbows protect, and they also are the originator of the upper body movements. So the elbows are here, and then there. Okay, here. So now, as we start to put a little pressure onto one another, we're literally testing the structure. Testing the structure of the hand. So don't let me just keep put that in your face. Yes. Keep there with structure. Yeah. And then here, same thing. See how that's mushy, right? Make that strong through the elbow. Not the hand, not this part, the elbow. And see, there. Keep your structure down. Get in your stance, get in your Sunam Tao base stance, the Yi Ji Kim Ying Ma, and pass the ball. Receive the ball. Pass the ball. See that? It's not elbow based. Make it elbow based. When I say elbow based, I mean no pushing with the hand. Make it, here's how you set the Bong. So there's another lesson within this Chi Sao. With your partner, you take your hand, you put it on top of the shoulder, you take the other hand, and you turn it. Okay? See it from the other side so you know a better view maybe. Here, taking my hand underneath, putting it on the shoulder so the shoulder stays down. Shoulders don't come up during bongs. And then from here, I'm turning it. Okay? His elbow is higher than his wrist currently, right? So that's where you want to be in a Bong Sao. So now we go back, making sure he still has that. And push that shoulder forward as much as you can while still keeping it down. So then from here, we go back. Oh, feeling a little stronger, still a little mushy, because your energy's not really enough. More. See, it's mush.
Okay, be born, okay.
Everything you have. Don't lean.
Like,
Everything you have without leaning. Because when you lean, you give up your fulcrum. One of the fulcrums that we have in our lever is our center line. The moment that center line moves is the moment our stable fulcrum for our lever moves. So no longer are we a lever. So understand the spine or the center line becomes a lever. You need to be able to stabilize that. Forward, forward. Push as hard as you can without moving that. Yes. Yes, feel that? Now let's see if you're leaning. No, pretty good. Great. Now do that same thing when I pass the ball. It changed.
yeah.
It changed.
Because this, yeah, when this lifted up.
You changed. You did really good when I was here. More. Everything you have. Now just think that. Now do the same thing. 1, 2, 3. It's changing. Mm-hmm. So when you fight force against the contact point, you're literally fighting force against force. And this is one of the things we do not want to do in Wing Chun. I say no mush, no push. When you fight force against force, you're pushing. We use our structure to take on energy, and we receive the energy through our structure, not push it away or mush at the same time. So that's why when I'm here and pushing on his elbow more and more and more and more and more and more and more, keep that. Don't change that. Keep that, keep that, keep that, keep that. Yes, you kept it. See the difference?
Yeah.
Now,
I feel it in my heel now.
Great, same thing. Keep it, keep it, keep it, keep it. Here. Don't get distracted by this or this. Keep it. You're losing it. Keep more forward. More. So this is why it takes time to get this. More. Keep coming. It's not enough. It's as strong as you are. There, see, you have more. 110% of your effort. Now maintain it there. Yes. I cannot come forward through you. Okay?
Man. Whew, it's harder than mine.
Wing Chun is one of the hardest things you'll ever do for your mind. Okay? Because it takes all of your effort. 110% of your mental effort in order to do it. Yeah. It's when we say internal art, this is one of the reasons it's an internal art. So understand that. Okay, so back to that lesson. Here, I pass the ball, okay? And then now you pass the ball. Feel my effort.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, keep this centered. If this crosses, then I have the other side of that to go on. Right. The other side to control this elbow and then be able to go to different strikes from. So we want to be centered as we pass that ball, okay? And then as I pass the ball, center, right? Shoulder, center. And we do want to plug into the other person and test their structure during this. That doesn't mean push. There's a difference. So you've got to learn the difference between that. So when we get here, yes, I'm going to ask that question. And then he goes, I'm going to ask that question. Right now he's, again, crossing. So this is the control point on that cross. So don't cross here. Is your energy going to my center? Is the question.
I feel like I'm pushing against this with this incorrectly.
Think about this then.
Yeah.
Everything is elbow based. The forearms and the hands are just extensions of the elbows. Yes. Mm-hmm. Better. Yeah. Better. So now if I try to come around, you just come forward. Yes. Yeah. See the difference? Yeah. Because it's about your precision. Yes. Right? Where it's coming from, but you staying precise. So if somebody tries to come around on you and you're precise, they're just giving you loss or absence.
Like the hard part is thinking like mindfully enough to get to that position. Once you're in the position, it's actually pretty effortless. But it's like the part that's a strain on your brain is like getting to that. And then when you're there, you're like, oh, this is why it's so.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's a different kind of effort. It really is a different type of effort when we're talking about an internal approach to Wing Chun. It's the effort of your mind being as focused as possible and really getting out of the idea of I'm physically doing these things. Of course, we're physically, the physical comes with it, but it's about position, not a matter of the external effort towards. So you put your mind and your effort in a different place, and it does take every bit of your mindset to do that.
Yes, like trying to find that you're tuning the string, and it's like you're trying to find that. I can't find the tune, and then when you find it, you're like, oh, and then it's like clear.
Yes, just like tuning a guitar or a piano or something. It's the same thing. You're feeling. Oh, now this is easy.
Yeah.
Right. You try to play a guitar out of tune. Oh, it sounds awful. Yeah. But the thing is beginners don't know what being in tune actually is.
Right.
They need someone experienced to help them understand what the correct tune is. And then they develop this feeling from them. So yeah, you can learn about half of Wing Chun online, but you can't get the other half here. You can't get this, really the most important part. You can't get the most important part without having someone very experienced that knows exactly what correct pressure,
That's right.
precision,
What being in tune really is.
yes, what being in tune truly is. So if you guys are learning online only, okay, great. But at some point, you're going to need some hands-on training from someone that knows their stuff, okay? Knows good sensitivity. What else? Anything else?
No, I just think that it's the, I think you just, like, when you're talking about the structure, we talk about being plugged in. You're plugged in and you're forward. So
Yep.
I think that's the thing that nobody else talks about. Nobody else talks about what is being plugged in, what is being connected. Like they're doing the Chi Sao, like you were just explaining.
Yeah.
They're doing the moves.
They're doing the moves, so if you see somebody doing this, here's another thing that could be an error. If you see somebody doing this kind of thing, and I might be exaggerating, but if you see them moving back and forth like that, it means they have no stability in their center line. When we do Chi Sao, yes, there's energy coming into them, but it's coming from our knees and our elbows. And most of it is really from the legs, and that's that. You can't just teach that online, but I can say it. From here, it's right.
Yep.
When you start to feel that, you feel the understanding that, oh, here's the gaps. As I go, right, you feel, so I'm giving pressure, but I'm not leaning in the process. So that's the big thing. Don't sway as you're doing it. So you want pressure. You don't want light. So if you just see it, if you were still and I wasn't able to move you back during those moments, you wouldn't see anything. It wouldn't look like a thing.
That's right.
But there's a lot of pressure happening because I'm here and I'm passing the ball, you're moving back, right? But it doesn't look like I'm doing anything because I'm doing it as a lever.
Yes.
Leverage doesn't look like anything. It's the effects of it.
When we corrected my Bong, I quit feeling it here and I felt it in my heel because I felt it in my skeleton, not in my muscles anymore.
Great.
And I think that's the other difference is that people can't see. You can't see what you're feeling in your muscles.
You cannot see that on a video. I can explain it, but you cannot see it and you just can't feel it. You just can't. But it doesn't look like a thing, but I'm giving you a lot of pressure. You can feel that.
100%.
As I go, I'm giving you a lot of pressure. Right?
100%.
Right? And I'm not leaning and trying to use I'm trying not to use my size or strength against, I'm trying to use position and leverage. And there's a difference.
Yeah, and receiving that doesn't feel like I'm being pushed. It feels like I'm being uprooted.
Uprooted, because it's all from the ground.
Yeah, I literally feel like I have to back up because something's underneath me.
Yeah.
It's not because something's overwhelming.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
hopefully this gives you an idea of it. But like I said, you need to feel it from someone that knows structure, that knows position and precision through these different things. If they don't know that, then then they're not going to be able to show you in person. But you need some hands-on training after you got about the half of the online training. So like I said, if you're just doing online training, great, you've got a good start. But don't stop there. Please don't stop there. You need all the hands-on stuff too. So if you're a distance learning student of mine or someone else, you need to make sure that you're traveling to go see this person to get as much hands-on as you can and do it as often as you can. So, all right, guys. Thank you much. If you guys are interested in my online course, I have a 90-day step-by-step course for beginners. Only $97. You can go to wingchunlessons.com. It has not only Sunum Tao on it, it also goes into the wooden dummy. And structure, concepts, simultaneous attack and defense, even some energy work, some beginning of sticky hands work, which I call 5 energies. So anyway, wingchunlessons.com. Check it out.